We know March is National Nutrition Month, and most of us know we should eat healthier, but new data shows only about 7% of adults are actually getting the recommended fruits and veggies each day. Joining us now to talk more about this, Courtney Schauder, health engagement consultant for UnitedHealthcare of Georgia, to talk about maybe some simple ways we can all do a little better. Courtney, good morning to you. Happy Friday. Great to be with you.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here today.
Hey, you're very welcome. So let's talk about this number. I mean, 7% of adults hitting that fruit and veggie goal. Why is it so hard for all of us to actually do this?
Right. Well, the recommended daily goal of fruits is 2 or more, vegetables is 3 or more. So I think what makes that hard sometimes is getting out of those consistent patterns, thinking about what are you buying at the grocery store. We all know food can be fast and easy to get, but that doesn't always mean that we're getting those fresh choices when we're seeking out those really quick food options.
So as we're making that grocery list for this weekend, do you think it's just about like planning ahead, being smarter when it comes to grocery shopping?
Yeah, thinking ahead is great, especially choosing some shelf-stable options that can make it through the week with you so they're not going bad in the next day or two. And I really like to focus on just starting simple when you want to add them in. Try to think about what can you add versus trying to take other types of foods away. So could you add one piece of fresh fruit to your breakfast in a different way? Could you throw some blueberries in a smoothie or on top of oatmeal, add some banana on top of your toast? Think about adding veggies to a snack. Sometimes we don't think about having veggies for snacks, but they're great for that. They can keep you full. They get some great vitamins, minerals, and fiber in there. And then also thinking about dinner. We should always have a vegetable on the plate as long as it makes sense with the meal. And if it doesn't, just try to sneak those veggies in earlier throughout the day too.
I love this. Add instead of taking away as you start gradually some of these baby steps. Because Courtney, it's Girl Scout cookie season. You've got an uphill battle here competing with the Girl Scouts. So you don't necessarily have to take away that Thin Mint at night, right?
That's right. You don't. Just try to think about, have I gotten those fruits and vegetables in today? If I haven't, can I add that in and still enjoy the foods that I like? But try to make it a priority. Try to think about it. It is important. It helps us live longer, healthier lives, have healthier bodies, and we do have to put that effort in.
Courtney, I feel like in today's Instagram age, we're constantly being thrown things, targeted ads when it comes to maybe some different fad diets to try out, like keto, high protein, low carb. How should we be thinking about that? I mean, is it really based on the individual, what's going to be best for them? And how do you truly know what's best for you?
Sure. Well, you have to think about what's sustainable first. What's going to create a lifestyle change that you can maintain, and that'll look different for everybody. It matters if you have support alongside of you. That could be coming from accountability partners or working with a registered dietitian. But it is all about balance and moderation. So we know that going completely restrictive can really set you up for failure. So it's about those slow and steady changes, finding the amount of food that works for your body and your nutrition goals. And really just trying to focus on that and prioritize on that.
Do you all have any take on the new dietary guidelines we saw from the USDA within the last month or so?
Well, we know that protein has become more prominent. We see it all over our grocery stores. We see it in large chains that all these food items now have protein. And protein is important, but still trying to figure out what your specific needs are is best laid to, I would say, a professional. So working with somebody who can provide you with that guidance, help you figure out what in your day is going to meet your nutrition goals. But things haven't changed as well. We know that whole grains are still important. We know that fruits and vegetables are still important. Healthy fats, those are nutrition trusted recommendations that have been around for years. But, in terms of navigating some of those newer recommendations, there's a lot of great information out there, but working with a trusted partner is the way to go for that.
Courtney, what about when it comes to your kids and getting them to eat the fruits and veggies? Because I found just eat your veggies doesn't really work at our dinner table.
Right, absolutely. I mean, try to get them involved. Kids are curious. I'm a mom of 3, 8 years and under. So if we can get them in the kitchen, get them a little interested, show them if you're going to put spinach into a pasta dish, let them put that spinach in a food processor and be right next to you and whip it around so they can understand where the green is coming from. But as a parent, I really feel strongly that it's the parent's job to put the balanced meal on the plate, be a role model of what everyone's plate looks like at dinner, but let the child experiment and it can take some time for kids to try new things, decide if they like them. We all went through that as we're growing up, but the main thing is just to get them involved, and just try to help them learn positive relationship with food, help them know that food is fuel, food helps us grow, and we have to get some important foods throughout the day to do that.
I love that, because these Paw Patrol fruit snacks aren't going to cut it. Hey, any final thoughts you want to leave us with?
Sure. Well, I would just say remember that you often have access to lots of great nutritional information out on UHC.com. You'll find so much health education related to nutrition. So if you're really interested to dive into particular topics related to nutrition, take a look out there. You'll see lots of health education material. We want you to have that information at your fingertips. There's no login needed. Just go out to UHC.com and you'll find it.
Courtney Schauder from UnitedHealthcare in Georgia. Great talking with you. Come back anytime.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.